Welcome to the September Project, otherwise known as the Haunted Stitcher. Good morning, good morning. Happy Labor Day here in the United States. Monday, the 1st of September is insane. Now it's already the 2nd for you guys, but I'm going to do some more stitching today. However, I love the way I stitched and I loved what I stitched, but I wish I had a different color. And I recently just destashed a ton of thread, of course. That's why you don't throw things away, people. Anyhow, the singer made quilts. The singer made beautiful quilts quickly, is what the words are for today. I have my Magic Pom Pom sweater on. I have my bracelet on. But we just walked, and so I'm a little warm, so my sweater is just over my shoulders. Perhaps that's why I didn't do my stitching in a different color. I could have used black cross-stitch thread now that I think about it. Anyhow, and this is cross-stitch thread that I'm using, but all in all, I don't hate this. I don't hate this. Even though I repeated a color combo, I still don't hate it. Because as it turns out, it looks okay. But I have some envelopes here. And I decided they were sitting right on top of the pile, so I decided to use them. And the inside of business envelopes are fascinating. There's so many different patterns. And when I can get them from my husband before he throws them away, I steal them out of the trash. But they also come with Windows, right? Right? Not Windows 97 or Windows 21 or whatever we're on now. I don't even know. I don't use Windows. I use Apples. No Windows here, just Apples. But anyhow, so I used some of the paper from Tim Holtz stuff. No, that was from one of the Collage Soup books that I made black and white. Or it was already black and white. I'm not sure. But anyhow, so I'm using this peach and black combo again, and for whatever reason, I love this. It's not spooky per se, but my spookiness in this video, in this story, is like PG. So this is PG spooky colors right here. And I just love the color combo. I don't know why. It's one of my new favorite things currently. Anyhow, so I'm doing the same thing I've been doing. Edging up the edges and smearing everything and distressing them and using my same favorite things. I have an art graph stick, but I have hid those from myself currently, so I've got to find them again. Anyhow, I made a grid on this window that was on the paper from Collage Soup, and I love how this turned out. However, it's hardly visible. But you just got to know the texture's there, and you got to know the stitching's there, and you got to know it's kind of like a grid, like a quilt, right? Right. So, and I didn't start out as doing a pattern on the window, but it is what it is, and I don't hate it, that's for sure. So, since I'm going to cover this up, I'm going to tape everything on the back so it all stays in place, and rather than use knots. And I kind of just did a tiny little sliver of peach on this in places and smeared it. Just enough to bring all of the layers of peach and black together in my head. Went over a couple of the arrows, added another arrow. Had a little wet Stabilo, so I kind of tried to dry it off there. Then I decided to go through one of my sticker books here from Tim Holtz, since I have many of those that I didn't know I had that many. And I found one that said, what did it say? Something about there's a spook in the room. There's a ghost in the room. Could it be in the machine? Ooh, who knows? And I just couldn't resist one of these crows, but I'm like, they really don't fit. They're covering up things. So I cut the crow in half and put half of the body on one side and half of the body on the other. Just creepy enough, and you really don't see it through the window. You have to lift up the page. But, oh man, so good. So now I'm trying to get this in the right place where you can read the wording, there's a ghost in the room, through the window, as if you're seeing it in the room. Anyhow, I just keep repeating. And I think if I've gone to Tim Holtz Academy enough and learned enough. You keep repeating. You edge everything. You put texture paste on everything. You add layers on everything. You add string. You add anything you can get your hands on. The more layers, the better. Interspersed with, and is that because they're selling his product? I'm not sure. But in the version of Tim Holtz Academy that I went to, um, layers, repeating edging of everything, distressing everything. Uh, these happen to be some orange globes that were in a magazine, and they weren't really the right color, so I just added peach and black to those. And voila, circles. Not perfect, don't want perfect. Um, and for whatever reason, I felt like I had to have circles here. So keep doing the same thing. Add a lot of scribbly lines to things. Um, as a graduate of Tim Holtz Academy, I think, I won't tell you the grade I got, but I think that is the key to everything. You just keep, when you think you've gone too far, do one step farther. One step, not two, one. So yeah, my wording here is the singer made beautiful quilts quickly. Um, and I had to cut off part of the edge because it was too far in the seam. So I'm trying to figure out how I can put that back in here. And if you'll notice, I put thread at the top. And I was going to do a bow. I'm like, I don't think there's any bows in a haunted sewing room. So I did not tie it into a bow, but it's there flapping around. Now, this is where I discovered that I put this siding on the wrong part. I don't know. I think I put it upside down. That's what I did. So I had to cut off all that wrinkly bit, and I couldn't throw it away. So I just added it to the side over the small window, the return address part, and as if it belongs there. Yes, I'm sure it does. But everything on the bottom layer is showing through just enough that you want to lift up the top layer and see what's underneath there. And I think this is the back of the other page, but I couldn't resist adding a lot of black. And then I put some more circles in there and some scribbles around all of that, just to bring the circles forward. I don't know why. I just felt like it needed it. And then I decided I like a pencil line sometimes better than a pen line. So I did both. Couldn't stop. Could not stop. But I kind of like how this turned out now. A lot. I love how this turned out. However, the stitching that is like woven does not really show up. I should have used a different color thread. But the singer made beautiful quilts quickly. Quickly, keyword here, quickly. And the singer made the quilts. I don't hate this. I kind of hate that it's the same color combo as this. However, now that I'm looking at it, this has a lot more brown. So I'm okay, actually. I'm okay. This is great. I'm good. I'm good. Save your envelopes, people. Okay. This might be giving Pages in the Future vibes. Now, it just now dawned on me. I only had my magic pom-pom sweater over my shoulders because we just got through walking and it was too hot. Although it's not hot out. Now, I have to be careful because I only put a certain amount of pages in here because I want to kind of have like 2 to a page, like I'd cut that other page in half. I kind of want a lot of that going on in places. I think it might be time to do that again. So tomorrow, I'm going to cut them different sizes. And I'm going to put some tape over this right now. And this will get covered up in the next couple days. So that is a little bit more stable. Now this is a gap here. This is just Scotch tape, so I don't know if that's going to even hold. But we shall see. Now, I think... Oh, I do. I know what I want to do. I don't know how I'm going to work tomorrow at all, but... I kind of want... page along in here, but hold on, thinking this as I do it here. And I'm okay with all this. Well, I might use this side. I'm okay with all this computer stuff because it's going to get covered up one way or another. Now, by doing it this way, I'm going to have a little bit of a spine. I'm okay with that. And I'll show you what I mean. Because the tape is right here, it's only going to open like that. Ooh, what if we had a bifold? 2. Huh. Actually, I might have a shorter one on the other side. Yeah. I want as many layers as I can get here, without it turning into too much of a lumpy left. So we'll have this store and this store. So whatever I put on top can go across the whole page, but whatever I put here can only be this wide or this wide. What's the word for tomorrow, or the phrase? Ooh. Okay, I think I'm good with that. Setting up the page for tomorrow, but I kind of really like this. However, I wish I had a different color string. I don't have any black thread. I recently got rid of a bunch of thread. That's why you don't get rid of stuff. Oh, I just thought of something. This whole side is blank. Huh. I'm thinking, but I don't think I like that. But I don't know how to fix it because it is taped down up here. Wonder if I could do this. Where's gray? Oh, wait a second. Maybe not. I don't want this to look like an afterthought. This is more of silver, but let's just see. There's a little metallic in it. Actually, it's not very dark at all. Okay. think there's a darker gray in here. Maybe not. There's black. Yeah, this is like a blue-gray. Oh, yeah. My Stabilo all. Okay, I'm good with that. That's just enough. Hopefully it doesn't look like too much of an afterthought. That needs to dry now. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. But I'm really not sure about this. Okay, I think I'm going to stop. Go wash my hands. No, this might be used tomorrow. Let's just see. Let's just see. Let's just see what will happen here. Not much. Oh, now that worked better. Yes. Ooh, it looks like lizard skin. Gross. There will be no lizard action in this journal. Ooh, that worked good. It needs to be wet. Oh, yes. There's a little bit of a white space down here. Oh, that's not tomorrow's page. Okay. All right, I think I'm going to stop because this has got to get covered up a little bit. I'm not going to cover that up. I don't know. Hold on, let's see. Any of these, this would be a good time to use one of these, but there's no green in here. Let's see what we have in our bag of tricks. There's a couple green tags. Kind of do that, then put a green tag at the end. I don't know. This is something in French. I kind of like that. Ooh, what's this? I like that. All right, we gotta stop. Can't go any farther than that. Wait a second. I love the gargoyle. Oh, I love that. Oh, here's a small one. Okay, stop, Beth. Can only do one a day. All right, thanks for watching.